Nice little change of pace from the previous video, and oh boy, it's a dude in drag who is come back after a long absence from social media, only to show off a new facial reconstructive surgery, because let's keep it a buck, unless Dylan Mulvaney was mainlining cookie dough, something has to explain the fuller facial features. It kind of makes him look like that Star Wars girl. It's kind of fucking weird. Anyways, Dylan Mulvaney, brands should want me for me, not for just being trans. Listen, we seen what ended up happening back when you were just strictly Dylan. I was in the Book of Mormon Mulvaney. Nobody was hiring you, but the moment that you put on a dress and started shaking around a pill bottle, well, guess what? All of the checks started to roll in, from Budweiser all the way down to Nike, with a bunch of other high profile endorsements in tow. So let's see what our best girl is talking about. Dylan Mulvaney said in a new interview, well, not a new interview, it was just, I seen it. It was an Instagram post, but yeah, I guess maybe it first came out on TikTok, but whatever. I seen it on Twitter, but then obviously the source material, because I don't think Dylan has a Twitter, nor do I fucking care. Dylan said in a new interview that she doesn't want brands to hire her as the spokesperson just to check a box. Well, good thing, because you ain't got one. Off because she's transgender. Instead, they should turn to her because I'm Dylan. This is as fucking stupid as it gets, okay? Listen, nobody hires you for you. They don't hire a random black guy to sell golf clubs. They hire Tiger fucking Woods, okay, in order to endorse a product. It is intrinsic, and the only reason that people hire you, people choose to endorse with you, is because you fulfill a certain characteristic that they're looking to exploit. That's the fucking way it is. You have a good work ethic? Great. You're strong? Fantastic. You can be a laborer anywhere you want to go. You refine that technique? Well, guess what? Maybe you could be a bodybuilder. You're smart? You could be a hell of a good cashier. Oh, you're really smart when it comes to numbers and you know tax code? Fantastic. Go be an accountant. You're acceptable in the places that you find yourself. And nobody just hires you for you. They hire you for what attributes and what skills you provide. So stop with this fucking emotionalist bullshit. The 26-year-old, geez, I thought I was on stream there for a second on Rumble, influencer who rose to fame chronicling her gender transition, which, again, I don't want to see proof, but I'm just saying, we've seen the body type and we're just outside of the facial stuff. It's lacking. It's lacking, to say the least, and incurred widespread wrath from far-right critics after her partnership with Bud Light. Nah, by the amount that Bud Light dropped, it wasn't just far-right critics, and with all of the other shit talking that goes over top of this, which we might talk about tomorrow as well, because like I said, man, there is so much stuff so many topics that are going on right now. Holy man, it's tough. It's tough to keep on top of all of it. But yeah, the Bud Light stuff is buck wild, man. That she doesn't want a brand to hire her for the sake of diversity. Well, that's nice to want that, but you're still cashing the checks, right? All right. A lot of brands will ask, could you relate a little bit of your struggle growing up to this? Like, no, if you want me because I'm Dylan, not because I'm trans. You are unremarkable as just Dylan. Get it through your fucking head. That's when you know you're trying to check a box. Okay, cool. Return all your endorsement checks. Do it. Do it. Do it. She said she also grappled with the type of spokesperson she should be, or whether she should be one at all. If you enter too much into the activist space and too far into politics when I'm not ready, I could misspeak, or I could, give information that's not correct. Said somebody who, day 3 into your transformation into girlhood was sitting down with the sitting president. Well, because he can't stand, because he just fall over. I want us to take a step back. I don't want to be a reason for it, or for that. So I want to push forward with my strong suit, which is showing trans joy. Listen, that's the only fucking reason people to pay attention to you. And you're trying to say, don't just hire me because I'm trans. What's your brand? I'm trans. What the fuck? Which is showing empathy. Oh, trannies have higher levels of empathy? I'm not aware of this. That's interesting. Which is showing all the good there is in the community. And, of course, entertaining people. So you're a fucking clown. Okay, honk, 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 honk. Put on the red nose. Maybe that's the next surgery you're going to get, because there that is right now. much rounder face. Do we got a comparison? Well, that's the Bud Light can. Okay, there you can see a much more oval face. There you see, I don't know, 18 sleeves of Oreos over the past 2 weeks. Holy. On Thursday, the influencer returned to Instagram following the backlash over a partnership with the beer brand. A lot has been said about me, she said in the clip. And again, I will save you guys watching that clip. I know it's about 3 minutes long. I ain't listening to that little fucking spurg just, meander on for that long. Fuck that. Shared to her 1.8 million followers on the platform, some of which is so far from the truth that I was hearing my name and I didn't know what they were talking about sometimes. It was like, oh my god. It was so loud that I didn't even feel part of the conversation. Yeah, because you completely removed yourself from it. Like, let's stop it. So I decided to take a back seat, she added. Yeah, of course. Because, yeah, anything that you would have said at the time would have been equally as stupid, nonsensical, as science defying, if you will. But yeah, maybe now we got, okay, so there you can see, obviously, okay, take a look at the cheekbones, and then of course just the cheeks themselves. Everything from about the eyes down. I can't tell any difference in the eyes there, but yeah, as you can see, a much more gaunt feature, okay? Could be the angle. It could, of course, be the angle, but I don't really think so. Must have just had some surgery, needed some time off, because yes, of course, June's coming up, and you got all of those other ads that you need to pose for. Let's be completely honest. Probably needed some time off also to peruse a bunch of different contracts, because that train ain't fucking stopping. Meanwhile, Mulvaney told Bustle, she said she remains a kind of personality, or kind of professionally trans limbo, in which she's treated as a poster child for transness itself. That word, reading that word gives me AIDS. I've got all these right-wing news sources using everything against me that they can. You post everything online. It's pretty fucking easy. And I would never consider myself a right-wing news source. Fucking Christ. I ain't got no book to shill, and I ain't no closet British cigarette. I was about to be way too loose with my language there for a second, kind of like Dylan's asshole. She said because of the media attention, she strives to be an example for the family-friendly entertainer. Okay, so yeah, you're a trans clown now. Legitimately, I'm just a family-friendly entertainer. I guess you can't see just giant comical feet. I actually think it's very special that parents are allowing their kids to follow me. That is so fucking haram. I need to go out and get a bunch of rocks. Holy. So I want to maintain that relationship as much as, just stay the fuck away from my not even existent kids. Haram. Haram. Haram! Everything I have, I've found by telling people what I want or who I am or what direction I want to take. People listen! The Bud Light controversy erupted when the company sent Mulvaney custom-made cans. No! Stop it! You're fucking lying! This is about the endorsement deal. The 5 to 6 figure endorsement deal. Stop it. You can just go ahead and send some fucking worthless hunk of space, fucking one-off can. You say that you do it all the time. Great, wonderful, fantastic. But what about the check? What about all of the videos? There's 2 of them, pretty prolific ones. And if it was just simply a fucking custom-made can, you wouldn't have gone radio silent on your own social media platforms for the better part of 2 weeks, missing out on the NCAA basketball tournament, missing out on the Final Four, missing out on the championship game, just going radio silent because you didn't want to have to interject yourself into this very loud conversation, you fucking liars. It initially defended, Bud Light, right, Anheuser-Busch, right, defended the partnership, but later issued something. I don't even know what that was. Listen, we got people that work for us, but don't take it out on them because, hey, if you guys don't buy our stuff, we're going to have to fire people. So we made a bad decision, and it's incumbent on you to subsidize us. Who the fuck do you think you are, the government? And suffered a massive sales hit. 17% can't be wrong, while your competitors go through the roof. Like I said yesterday, or probably the day, we've been doing this shit day after day, so the days just kind of start to run together. But you see Miller Lite, you see Coors Light go through the roof when it comes to marketing. I really hope people continue to keep this same energy, that this isn't just this simple Bud Light opportunity, because you know Coors is going to have some fucking stupid ad campaign. Maybe they've tweaked it because they're like, oh god, we had our own tranny lined up, but fuck, we can't do that, okay? Maybe they just ride the momentum, but they also have public shareholders. They probably have some broad in the VP position of marketing that just wants to go ahead and push the rainbow cans. Meanwhile, everybody's like, did you see how that panned out for Anheuser-Busch? $6 billion in market cap evaporating over the course of a week. Fantastic. You want to go ahead and piss that away just so that you can get some woke bucks? Ugh. Because, yeah, I haven't seen a walk back from Travis Tritt, John Rich, Kid Rock, everybody else who is very strong on the boycott side. They seem to be holding the line on this. Hopefully they all keep that same energy. 2 of the embattled company's top executives have been placed on leave amid the controversy. Don't know if it's paid. Don't know how long or how indefinite the leaves of absence are for Daniel Blake, who oversees marketing for Anheuser-Busch's mainstream brands. So what? Michelob, Busch, Bud Light, and Bud Heavy, I would imagine. And then, yes, of course, the beloved Alyssa Heinerschneid, the Brewers VP of Marketing, who was behind the ill-fated campaign, who, in her words, we need to move away Bud Light because it's a dying brand, and we need to remove its fratty tag. Even though it was the number 3 beer in the entire country, has a loyal fan base, and your idea, okay, cool, you want to shift away from being a bratty brand. All right, cool, what's the move? Trannies. Oh, great. Fantastic. Fucking oof. But like I said, you know, this Bud Light stuff it's just never going to end. It's just going to continue to get dumber and dumber and dumber. And yeah, the Super Bowl of all this degeneracy is going to be June. So let's see if we can keep that same energy. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.